Is Khabib's next masterpiece finally ready for the UFC? After Usman Nurmagomedov's brutal first-round knockout, Dana White, Joe Rogan, and Daniel Cormier can't ignore his rise anymore. With Islam Makhachev's legacy behind him, is Usman the UFC's next unstoppable champion? One shocking decision will determine everything.
Oh, big left hand from Usman. It was a jab and then a left hand. Jab didn't land. Yeah, Colgan's completely outmatched. He's got to hope Usman gasses out. Usman's just touching him up. Another teep kick. Another teep kick. That one didn't really land. He's going to catch him with a head kick. Ooh, shot from Colgan. Usman went down to a knee for a second, but I don't think it was from the punch. It was just off balance, caught off balance. Another teep kick to that gut. Jab from Usman. Right hand from Usman. Head kick, told you. Gonna get him with the head kick. Slumped him out. Slumped him out. He wakes back up. He was slumped. He was slumped out. He gets back to his feet. Front kick from Usman misses. Oh, big uppercut. Oh, slumps him down again. He's done. He's done. Referee finally jumps in. He's done. Easy win.
Everyone is asking the same question. What happens if Usman Nurmagomedov signs with the UFC? After destroying Archie Colgan in the first round, the debate has exploded. But someone who trains with him every day believes Usman isn't just UFC material, he believes he'll become champion. Listen carefully.
We've got one more fight left in PFL, but people have been debating, what does he look like in the UFC, right? What does he look like against the top 5 in the UFC? I believe he'd be right up there with the best guys in the world, but for those people that believe that it might be a little too tough for him because it's such a difficult division, how good do you think Usman can do in the UFC lightweight division?
I believe he can win the title. You know, when he gets in there, I believe he's going to win that title. He's that good. People just, you know, they're going to doubt because he's not in the UFC or whatever. This kid's that good. So when he gets in that situation, if he gets there, he may not. He may never be in the UFC. I don't know. You know, the managers have to do what they do. The promotions do what they do. And for me, it's like I know how good he is. And I look forward for the next challenge for him, whether it be a PFL or where.
That's already a huge prediction. But what you're about to hear makes it even more shocking. Javier isn't guessing or repeating rumors. He's watched Usman train beside Khabib and Islam Makhachev, and that's why he's so confident.
What I love about it too, he's in the room with some of the greatest lightweights of all time, right? Khabib, Islam. So you get to actually see how he fares against the best that the UFC ever had, right?
That's why I make some bold statements, because I get to see that. If I didn't get to see that, I don't think I would make those bold statements. I get to see him, so I see what he can do. So I'm making these statements. I've been making these statements because I get to watch him with the best that's ever done it, you know? So that's one of the biggest reasons why I talk this way. If I didn't see him do this against top level people and how well he does with them, I wouldn't be saying this, you know. I'd wait and see that when it happens. I wouldn't be this.
If Javier's words surprised you, wait until you hear Islam Makhachev himself. No one understands Usman's level better than the people inside that Dagestani camp. And what Islam says next could silence every remaining doubter.
У Усмана последний бой по ПФЛ, который состоится в июле. Как ты считаешь, после этого боя уже логически ему нужно переходить в UFC? Как будто других путей нету.
Ну, если да, по соперникам смотреть, я тоже сказал бы, что Усману стоит уже перейти, чтобы раскрыть полностью свой потенциал. Чтобы раскрыть полностью свой потенциал, нужны соперники. Они тебя заставляют расти тоже. Я думаю, у Усмана еще есть куда расти. Если, не знаю, там надо взвесить. ПФЛ намного больше заплатят. UFC не любят так платить. Подпишется Усман, я думаю, даже они. Половина гонорара, то, что он получает в ПФЛ, UFC не заплатит.
А если говорить про наследие, вот продолжение фамилии Нурмагомедов?
Я думаю, есть время еще. То есть отработать еще один контракт 3 боя. Тут никуда не опоздает. Ну, плюс, если UFC его заинтересует, я думаю, это возможно. Но если они предложат маленький гонорар, смысл дойти, тогда тебе даже 1/3 не дают.
Javier has already made a bold prediction that Usman can become a UFC champion. But what makes this even more interesting is what the current lightweight king thinks. Does Islam Makhachev believe Usman is truly ready for the UFC? His answer might surprise a lot of fans.
Yeah, I'm so happy, honestly. They're both very tough guys. And I waiting them in UFC. They have to come, man. Welcome. You know, they both have very good skills, high level skills, you know. And I'm so happy for Usman because he's he's the guy who have to come and be next UFC.
After hearing Islam's confidence, one question becomes impossible to ignore. If everyone believes Usman belongs in the UFC, why is he still not there? Is a deal already done, or is something happening behind the scenes? Usman finally addresses his contract situation and hints at what could happen next.
A lot of talk before the last one about your contract and everything. Did you sign a new contract going into this fight, or is it just the one fight left and it will be figured out after?
You know, like I did like 12, maybe 12 years. Yes, I did already 12 fights at Bellator and PFL, and I'm very thankful for that, and I love it. I have very good relationship with the team from PFL, and I don't know about what's going to happen next. But if you talk about today, I didn't sign nothing. I have one fight, this fight. And we'll see, you know, like I don't have any problem to stay with PFL. And, you know, I love PFL and...
Many fans believe Ilya is the better fighter. But Khabib Nurmagomedov sees things very differently. His next statement shocked a lot of people.
To fight, you know, people can talk. They can say whatever they want, like Ilya, Usman, you know. It's my opinion, like well-rounded fighter, I think Usman is.
And while fans dream about UFC matchups, Usman was also asked about a possible clash with Ilia Topuria.
Ilia Topuria, brother, can you imagine this guy? He's like this. He's here. It's like this for me, like this. I'm 184. He's one.
So now we have Islam praising him and Khabib ranking him above elite competition. But what happens if Usman actually enters the UFC? The potential matchups are absolutely insane.
I'll tell you what, whenever Usman Nurmagomedov makes that jump, that transition over to the UFC, he's got a plethora of fun and amazing fights to pick from. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Usman Nurmagomedov versus Max Holloway? Woo! Take my money now. Take Henry's draws.
Usman Nurmagomedov's future is still one of the biggest mysteries in MMA. Will he stay with PFL or make the jump to the UFC? But before making any decision, he had one brutally honest message for Jake Paul. The undefeated champion didn't hold back at all, and his response had everyone in the room laughing.
And you had a moment with Jake Paul in the cage there. Obviously, if you sign again with MVP PFL, you're going to be working with him a lot. What are your thoughts on Jake as a promoter and as a fighter?
Like a promoter, he will talk too much, of course, but like a fighter, he's not a fighter. He's not a fighter. What are you talking about? He's a YouTuber guy, come from YouTube. He have a lot of money, but fighter living different. If you want to see fighter, come to my gym.
Usman Nurmagomedov has already proved he can dominate outside the UFC. But now the biggest question isn't how good he is, it's where he'll fight next. Will he finally follow Khabib and Islam into the UFC, or stay with PFL for a massive payday? And now, one of MMA's most totally changed the lightweight division. And now, one of MMA's most trusted journalists, Ariel Helwani, shares what puitas the scenes and why Usman's future is far from certain.
And Usman is just, I mean, pound for pound #1 in PFL, one of the best lightweights in the world. I do wonder how he would do in the UFC. I think he would do much better than Patchy Mix. Is he the best of the best at 155 in the UFC? Maybe top 5. If you're wondering about his future, he has one fight left, I'm told. He has one fight left, or end of 26. Meaning if he doesn't get that one fight in by the end of 2026, he's a free agent. And it doesn't matter, I'm told, if he's champion or not. There's no championship clause or anything like that. I would imagine they're going to want to try to re-sign him. But as we've talked about, you know, now that Islam has moved up to 170, you would think, all right, the coast is clear at 155. Does he want to follow in the footsteps of his mentors and family members, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Islam Makhachev. There's no one there at 155 for him to compete with. It would make sense, but he is, in many respects, one of the faces, I would say top 2 or 3 faces of PFL. He should probably want to stick around because they're probably going to pay a hell of a lot of money.
Ariel believes the UFC door is wide open for Usman. But would he really dominate the toughest lightweight division in the world? Not everyone is fully convinced, believes Usman is respected MMA analyst. Usman is a serious threat to anyone at 155. Explains why a jump PFL to the UFC won't be as easy as many fans believe.
Usman was to head over to the UFC. Do you believe he would have the same success that he's been having at PFL against the caliber of an Ilia Topuria or an Arman Tsarukyan?
No, I don't think that today he is. I think he'd be a threat to anyone at 155. He has enough of a well-rounded skill set. And certainly even at age 27, I think folks forget 26, 27, Usman Nurmagomedov is still quite young and already has more than 20 pro fights. 21, I believe. He's 21-0 with this win over Alfie Davis to his record. So he's very, very experienced. He is certainly well-rounded. And I think any of those guys would have a fight on their hands.
Usman's potential is undeniable, but has he already reached the level of Khabib and Islam? Luke Thomas believes the answer is no, at least not yet. But what he says about Usman's future might be even more exciting.
On one hand, Usman Nurmagomedov, very accomplished and still very young. There's an argument to be made, just even mathematically, but depending on where you want to consider it. But you could even say he hasn't entered his physical prime yet, and look at how good he is. So I think that the upside, as good as he already is, the upside is even higher. Nevertheless, as it currently stands today, I put Khabib and Islam in a tier above guys like Umar and Usman. And of course, that's an obvious thing to say on one hand, because Umar has not become a weight class champ. Usman's not even in the UFC, much less being pound for pound #1 in the world, much less being, doing the kinds of things that Khabib.
After his dominant win, many fans started saying Usman Nurmagomedov is already the best lightweight outside the UFC. Some even believe he would defeat Justin Gaethje if they fought today. Most fighters would use that moment to boast or call someone out. But Usman took a completely different approach. Instead of chasing headlines, he chose to show respect to one of the UFC's most dangerous veterans. His honest response surprised everyone in the room and showed exactly why so many people believe he has the mind, discipline, and maturity to become a future UFC champion.
Yeah.
John Martin was back here before, and he said he doesn't know what's going to happen with you next. He said you're obviously welcome to do whatever you please. But he did say that a fight between you and Justin Gaethje, he thinks you would win that fight. He thinks you are the best lightweight fighter in the world right now. Justin Gaethje was obviously in Archie's corner. How do you think a fight between you and Justin Gaethje would go?
Guys, like when somebody doesn't give the respect for Justin, to be honest, this is not good. Justin Gaethje is a legend. This guy is like his highlight, and he's truly highlight, And I don't know how it's going on with him. If I will fight against him, I'm gonna prepare different, because for this camp we preparing something else. For Justin, it's gonna be different, exactly different. But we doesn't know I'm gonna be fight with him or not. This is like long story, and I just wanna say I'm really happy to he's champion right now, and I wish all the best to Justin.
Would you say he's the best?
So, what do you think? Is Usman Nurmagomedov truly the next UFC superstar, or should he stay in PFL and secure the biggest payday of his career? One thing is clear, after that devastating first-round knockout of Archie Colgan, the entire MMA world is paying attention. From Khabib believing in his potential, to Islam Makhachev calling him a future UFC champion, to respected voices like Javier Mendez, Ariel Helwani, and Luke Thomas breaking down his future, the hype around Usman has never been bigger. But hype alone doesn't win championships. The real test will come if he finally steps inside the UFC octagon against the world's best lightweights. Will he follow Khabib's legendary path and become another dominant champion? Or will he shock everyone by staying with PFL for a record-breaking deal? The decision is now in Usman's hands, and whatever he chooses could change the future of the lightweight division. Now it's your turn. Do you think Usman Nurmagomedov becomes UFC champion if he signs? And who should be his very first opponent? Let us know your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest MMA stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.